So in this video, I wanted to prove to you that the kinetic energy of an object is equal to 1/2 times the mass times the velocity squared. Alright, so now to begin doing that, I will have to tell you from previous videos, you know that force vector is equal to mass times our acceleration vector, where mass is a scalar and acceleration is a vector in either x or y components of force. Okay, and work, okay, these have no relation, work and mass, is equal to force, our force vector, times our displacement vector, which we get out a scalar. It's the dot product of these two. Okay, not the cross product, the dot product, which is why we only get a scalar out. So now to prove to you that kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mass times the velocity squared, I will start out by simply stating that the work done is equal to force, which can be seen as mass. Alright, so I'm going to do that in blue. Mass times acceleration, that in red, acceleration vector, times our displacement vector. Alright, mass times acceleration times displacement. And now we also know that our initial velocity squared is equal to, this is final velocity. Our final velocity squared is equal to our initial velocity squared plus 2 times our acceleration vector times our displacement vector. Okay. Now, our initial velocity, we can safely assume it is equal to 0. Therefore, we get our final velocity squared is equal to 2a acceleration times our displacement vector. Okay. Which we can now safely assume, since we have we want to solve for our acceleration, so I'm going to divide by 2 times our displacement vector. That's divided by 2 times the displacement, okay, which is equal to our acceleration. Alright, so this is important here because I'm going to back substitute this into our original work equation right there. Let me delete that line. It's taking up a lot of space. Right there. Okay, so our work is now equal to our mass times all of this. So the velocity squared divided by 2 times distance times distance. And as you noticed, these distances cancel out, and we're left with the work equal to mass times velocity squared divided by 2, okay, which is then further, which is what we get up here. So I'm just going to rewrite our work is equal to 1/2, and pull that 2 out front, 1/2 times mass times our velocity squared. Okay, now in the next video, I'm going to show you an example on where we can use our work equation and put a little bit more, give you some intuition on how to solve this problem and get out certain values.